The Power Hour with John Lee.
You have to be there to understand.
It's a complex dynamic, certainly.
Yeah.
So what about Sakawa? What about it? Tell me about Sakawa. Tell me about it now.
What is Sakawa? You know more than me about Ghana.
I know some things about Ghana. Pelato, don't you worry about that. Sakawa is the international fraud operation that is very, very powerful in Ghana.
Okay.
And it actually originally comes from Nigeria. And many Ghanaians went to Nigeria and they were there for a period of time. And they learnt this. And when they were expelled by the Nigerian government, they went back.
Mm-hmm.
And they then imported it basically into their own country. And what they do is they get the computers that they can, which brings us back to the original point where you saw these computers being harvested, right? And then they use these computers to set up websites, and they spam email people, and they do what we call scams, which is a Spanish word for anyone who wants to know is estafa.
Okay.
And they get money from people all over the world. And believe me, there are people who do, who fall in love with women that don't exist.
Okay.
And who give to charities that don't exist. Yeah, they've got a million different angles.
The typical email that you receive, give me money to my priest here in Ghana that needs some...
Yeah, things like that. Fabian, will you put the picture up for me? So you can see the picture here. It's not a high-level operation, but what you think you're sitting there. You're a lonely guy in your 50s, for example, your 40s, your 30s, whatever, and you think you're talking to a beautiful woman in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not. You're talking to a man in Ghana or a young child in Ghana. And they've got these and they've got these operations running 24/7, as we say, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's hard work because it's like cold calling people trying to sell anything that's hard to sell. But those who become very good at it, right, they become like the rock stars of the town. And they become known as Sakawa boys because they drive, nice cars and they wear nice clothes and all that.
So the factory of scam is working?
For some.
Okay, for some.
Yeah. So it's capitalism. Done their way, but the basic idea is the same. Many people try 2 or 3, get to the top, and they become Sakawa boys. And the whole Ghanaian film industry is dominated by the idea of Sakawa boys.
Okay. Did
you know that?
No, I'm impressed. Your knowledge is eternal.
It's not just eternal. It's infinite.
Just infinite.
And the combination of those two concepts, I think, is something that we should all stop and think about, at least once a week. But I've never seen one of these films, although I have seen clips of them. And what they are doing is they are glorifying crime. That's causing problems in Ghana. The government is not happy about that. From a moral perspective, can you understand that conflict from what you've seen in the country?
I understand that they are making a lot of advertising, of a lot of publicity about crime, so it doesn't help.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I asked you about it, because if they're making such an effort to try to eliminate crime, maybe they're not impressed with this, because I've read that this is a job that actually is done by many policemen in Ghana. Many policemen have this as a second job.
Okay.
The Power Hour with John Lee.